Hey guys, what's up? It's Cindy and welcome back to my channel and to my series Haunted Objects. Of course, the arrow would start right when I'm fucking recording. Of course. I'm just gonna leave this in for your entertainment, I think. But anyway, so welcome back, like I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by my AC, but I'm not going to turn it off because I live in Arizona and it's like 106 degrees, so just deal with it. This week we are going to be talking about the Anguished Man painting, and this painting is pretty famous and is very well known to the paranormal world and people who like to live in it. Now, this painting is owned by a man named Sean, and by the way, he does have his own YouTube channel, so if you want to go watch some videos of the Anguished Man painting and what he's actually caught on film, just type in Sean Robinson and he should pop up right away. But anyway, so the Anguished Man painting was actually passed down to Sean by his grandmother, who unfortunately passed away in 2010. But he was given this painting by his grandmother after she passed away. He was cleaning out her home. And Sean actually really liked the painting. He was pretty drawn to it. I think that there might be a specific reason for that, but he was pretty drawn to this painting. Sean's grandmother actually had the painting hidden away for about 25 years in her attic. And the reason she had it hidden away is because when she did have it out on display, she would actually see a dark figure of a man in her home. She would also hear cries of anguish, and it sounded like someone was incredibly upset. Now, the grandmother explained to the family that she didn't know who the painter was, but she did have a backstory for them. And what she did tell them is that the artist actually committed suicide after painting this, and unfortunately he did mix his own blood into the paint and oils that he used to create this painting. Now, ironically, this painting is made with very bright and vibrant colors, and the reason I say that it is ironic because he was in such a dark place that he committed suicide. So to have painted such a bright, colorful painting, in my opinion, is kind of ironic and a little weird. But as far as the painting itself goes and what it expresses, I think it is a clear understanding of this man's anguish and depressive state at the moment. And I think it's actually quite sad, but yet very fascinating at the same time, because he was so anguished that he actually wanted to put his self into this painting. Basically, I feel like this kind of goes along with kind of like a mythological theory, as far as if you mix your blood with someone else, you become like related to that person, or if you mix your blood in something, then your blood is a part of that. So in my opinion, for him to mix his own blood into the oils and paint that he was using to create this portrait, I think is actually very telling, because I feel like he was maybe trying to not trap, but place his soul, part of his soul, into this painting. But regardless, we'll get more into the theories in a little bit. When the grandmother passed away, Sean was already an adult, and he had a wife and son. And when the painting got passed down to him, he wanted to hang it in the family home. His wife, however, did not agree with this and did not feel that it was a good idea to hang the painting in their home, so they kind of argued about it for a little while, but eventually the painting did get hung in the home. It did not stay hung in the home for very long. The three of them started to inherit the emotional turmoil of the artist, as they would feel very anxious, very depressed, and just full of agony. They would hear sorrowful and desperate cries throughout their home, in the middle of the day, the middle of the night. It didn't really matter what time, as long as the painting was close, you could definitely hear the cries. They also reported having terrible nightmares and night terrors, and would constantly be woken up by these. It didn't take long after the painting was hung that the family actually started to see the dark, shadowy figure moving along in their home, much like the grandmother did. Sean was a skeptic and did not believe in the paranormal and that kind of thing before this all happened. So, as far as being turned from a complete skeptic into a believer, I would say that there is probably some validity with this story, and there is probably something or someone stuck in the painting, or possibly possessing it and maybe making people think that it is in the painting, but really it's like a spirit surrounding the painting or something like that. So you never know. Obviously, we will never know, but it is kind of cool to think about. Because of all the paranormal activity, Sean actually called in some paranormal investigators to have the painting checked out, and some psychics and things like that, and was deemed a haunted object. With this information and Sean's own suspicions, even being a skeptic in nature, he set up cameras within the home to kind of watch the painting during the night to see if anything weird or paranormal would take place. On Sean's YouTube channel, you can actually see the videos, and what he has caught on camera is doors shutting, the painting being pushed over, orbs, lights, smoke, a figure running past the camera, etc. Not only has he caught all of these things on camera, but unfortunately Sean's son was pushed down the stairs and injured, but he is fine. Not only that, but his wife actually did feel that someone grabbed her or her hair, I can't remember which one, I believe in the bathroom while she was getting ready, and that freaked her out a lot. Sean Robinson was looking for answers, and that is why he started his YouTube channel and recording these things, putting it online. He wanted to know more about the back history and if there was any validation in his grandmother's story as far as the artist goes and the painter and what happened with him. But unfortunately, he has not received any other information on the painting, who painted it, or anything else. He does still have the painting today and states that it is definitely not for sale. He will not be putting it up for sale, and the ones that are on eBay and things like that are fakes and replicas. So unfortunately, they are not the real deal. Don't buy them. They are fake as fuck. Due to the disturbing nature of the painting and what it has done to his family members, Sean actually locked it away in a cellar in his home, and his dog won't even go close to the cellar or anywhere near the room because he doesn't want to be near the painting, which obviously we've talked about it before. If animals are very skeptical about going near something or being around something, there's probably good reason for it. Animals are very sensitive to the paranormal, so whenever an animal is involved and it kind of gets a bad feeling, we'll go near something or buy something. I get it, and to me that's like a clear indication as far as that goes, because they follow instinct, and instinct is to stay away from bad things like that. So I kind of get it. I would be freaked out too, as far as like the wife goes. I understand her side of it. I totally get it. I would be not happy with my husband if he hung a painting when I asked him not to. But me, I would probably go along with it because I'm weird and I like to see stuff happen. As far as going to see this painting, I would love to. It's not on display, obviously. Sean keeps it locked away for good reason. And I don't blame him at all in the slightest, because I would too, because it's not only done weird things to his family, but when other people are just simply in the home, they can feel weird things happening to them and weird energies and hear the cries and all that kind of thing. I think it'd be cool to go to the house and just listen and like hear for stuff, because I feel like it's very personal as far as like his family goes, and it was something that was passed down to him, and I get it. Like, it's a very personal thing. Unfortunately, when it's haunted, you get a lot of weirdos like me who are interested in it. So, sorry, Sean, but like I said, go check out the videos on his channel. It is very interesting and very cool to see the actual footage. It was a while ago, so the footage is not great, but as far as like the more recent ones go, it's kind of cool to see that footage. So I recommend you go take a look. It's pretty cool. And yeah, but a lot of people theorize that this painting is a hoax, that it was all done by Sean, which I don't really believe as far as that goes. There is no evidence as far as any other family reporting paranormal activity because there's been no opportunity for that. So I guess we will never know until it passes on to the next generation or the next family. But regardless, it's very interesting, and if it is a hoax, then good job, Sean, because you did a really good fucking job on that footage. As far as the story goes, I do believe it. That might be just because I'm a believer and I believe things like this. So it could be just because of that. But as far as that goes, I believe it. I believe that this did happen. I don't know if we really know the true backstory, and maybe we will never know that. But as far as the painting goes, I do think that it's going to continue on in history as being known as one of the more haunted objects. I'm still sticking with my theory that the artist was actually trying to maybe project part of his soul into the painting. The reasoning behind that is debatable, but as far as the story being true goes, I believe it's true. It would be cool to have some validation, like a death record of who the artist was or something. But as far as it being haunted or curse goes, I believe that it is. So you be the judge. So just go watch them and then come back here and comment down below and tell me what you think, because I think it's very interesting and looks pretty legit to me. So as far as your opinion goes, I would love to hear that down below. Leave a comment if you think that this painting is haunted or cursed, or there's a spirit trapped inside, or the artist wanted to trap his spirit inside, or if there's an entity possessing it. I just want to hear theories. Theories. But go ahead and give this video a like if you did like it. Subscribe to my channel, all that fun stuff. If you want to follow me, you can follow me at Sydney's Poisonous on Instagram, and my jewelry shop where I sell cute little jewelry pieces and stuff like this is at Perfect Poison Shop, and then my YouTube channel is at Sydney's Poisonous YouTube. So go ahead and give those a follow, and I will see you guys next Wednesday. Bye. I'm sure a lot of you have seen replicas of this painting as far as online on eBay and stuff like that. This painting is not for sale. Sean is very specific in these videos saying that he will not sell it, and that these are fakes that are going out. So if you do see it online, don't be fooled. It is a fake.